Another beautiful day at Cheddar Worth Court. This is Season 9, Episode 11 of Krusty Kraft. And in the last episode, we made this absolutely amazing dungeon. Look at all the detail. I'm so proud of how this turned out. If we go in here, absolutely insane. We got some crazy noises coming out, and if you turn around, you got a giant spider right here. I love it so much, but we're not going to be working in this area today. We're actually going to be going upstairs and working on Cheddar Worth Court itself. And as you can see over here, we have a new addition to Cheddar Worth Court. We got a bridge and a tower, and I guess a pumpkin. It's spooky dooky. Anyways, so I made this bridge off camera, and I did it because I didn't think it was going to be anything that special, but when I finished it, it turned out really good, so I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't add it in this video, but it's fine. What we're going to be working on today is terraforming this entire area right here, and to do that in the way that I envision it, we need to make another bridge right here. And it's going to look quite similar to this one right here. Probably pretty identical actually, but just smaller. Actually, now that I'm getting a better look at it, if you look at the bridge from over there, it's a lot taller than what I got to work with here. So that's not going to really work out too well now, is it? But I do have another bridge right here that I can use as a template for the bridge over on the other side. And with the majority of my items collected, let's get into it. Alright, the bridge is done, and it's not too crazy, pretty simple. But the main point is that it makes a dam right here so the water stops flowing into the ocean. So when we drain this area, it makes sense. And we did the same thing on the other side. And you can just walk into the town. I decided to make this pathway from the bridge all the way to the town. And that makes it so I should be doing some stuff in this area as well, but we're not going to be doing that right now because the main point of it was so I can drain this giant lake. It's a lake for sure, and get started with the fog effect that we'll be doing. Alright, so what I'm hoping will happen is I can just go like that for most of it, and it's just coming back sort of. So what we're gonna have to do is separate everything out with sand. Well, we have a quarter of it done. Let's keep going. Okay, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, and I got most of the water all done. Huge assist from Yoff for helping me out. And we got some water over there and right there that I think I'm gonna do, like, just cover it up because I don't need my water to go that far. So now that I've placed all this sand, it was 5 shulker boxes worth of sand. Again, I bought that all from Yoff. But now we gotta dig it all up. And to help sort everything, I think we're gonna use the new copper golems. I haven't used these guys before yet, but I think if I just keep them in this enclosed area, and as I dig everything out and bring it in here, I think that'll be pretty good. Alrighty, this might be a bad idea, but I got some TNT, and I got flint and steel. I'm just gonna plop these around and see what happens. Let's just lay a couple of them. Perfect. Alright, so I'd say TNT will get super expensive to do this. And so we're just gonna, guess we're gonna keep on digging. Okay, I'm gonna be the first one to admit that this was the most insane project I have ever worked on. And the most ambitious ever. But it was a lot of water that I had to drain, a lot of digging that I had to do, and I had a lot of help from Yoff and Amber with the digging and the draining, and I had a lot of help from Dummerest, and Dummerest. And we got all this stone and cobblestone from all that, and a lot of dirt and gravel and andesite in this one, and there's gravel in this one for some reason too. I'm telling you, Dumb and Dumber and Dummerest. It's. But we're not done yet, and now what we gotta do is use all that sand that we bought from Yoff and reuse it to smelt into glass so we can use it for our fog effect. And to do that, we're going to go to one of my favorite places on the server, the super smelter area. All I got to do is put all my sand in here. All the sand flows into here, and then boom, boom. This is my happy place, and it's super fast. Look at this. That's insane. It's gonna take no time at all. I need to go to the flower farm that Amber made right over here and get more red dye. Do is you put the flower here, close that. How did I get in here? Okay, and then you flick this lever. There we go. Do that a little bit. Turn it off. That one? There we go. Let's see how much dye that made. 10. This might take a minute. Okay, so we added it to the pile of glass that we already had, and we got a ton of glass now. And got a bunch of dye. We'll probably need way more than this, but we're going to start with this. We got a bunch of lights. And we're going to be using the lights first. And what I recommend if you do this is using lights that have full blocks. You don't want to use these or these for particle effects, and because if you look at the end rods, it has 4 distinct sides, and when you try to cover them up, those sides will still be kind of shown, and you don't want that if you have a bunch of these in one single area, because each side of the end rod needs to render. And so if you what I'm going to be doing is putting them in the ground here, and so if I'm like this, only this side needs to render compared to 4. And so it's just a little bit better for the server if you use something that's a full block. You could even use pumpkins, like what are they? The pumpkins after you carve it and then you put a thing in it. One of those. So if you do that, all 4 sides still need to be rendered in. Now, if this is your first time ever seeing a fog effect and you're learning for the first time, you put lights down, and some will say you should be putting lights everywhere on the entire floor, but that would be so many. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of staggering them out, hopefully in a pattern that makes sense. Maybe every 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in this area right here, and we'll be doing that for the entire thing. So it'll be a little bit more efficient as far as how many blocks I'm using here. And now we got all the lights in, and they're all light level 15. And in theory, what will happen is once we cover this all up, that you'll still be able to see a little bit of light peeking through all that fog. And now we need to grab ourselves a bunch of carpet. And we're going to place the carpet along the entire bottom of this. And we got our little flying rat here, our little assistant, to help us out with that. Alrighty guys, I got all the glass I need to get started at the very least. All of this orange is orange glass, red glass, and a little bit of yellow. But I got some clear glass right here just in case I need to make more, which I believe I definitely will, seeing that this area is humongous. I don't know what I got myself into, guys. But you see here my wife, Amber, is starting on a little octopus or a squid build here that you can see peeking out of the glass as we go and make it. So we're gonna get started with that. Unfortunately right now my cam account is down because I use that on my PC while I'm playing on PS5, and right now I can't even launch Minecraft on, like, I try to log in and I get a bunch of error codes. So we're just going to be doing this the old-fashioned way, but I thought I would show you how I'm making this fog effect, just in case you haven't, you know, done a fog effect for yourself and you want to try it out once I'm done with it. So what you want to do, for me, I'm going to be doing red for a while. Like maybe 3 or 4 high. And then I'm going to be switching to orange after that. And it's going to make the effect of it being a little bit darker as we go down. When you look down, it's kind of dark, and as it gets higher up, it's lighter. It should be a pretty cool effect when it's all done. So what you want to do is glass, air, glass, just like that, all the way up to the top. When you look down, you can see a little bit of a fog effect. So if you don't do air block in between, you're just going to get this. You'll be able to see straight down. But with this, get a bit of a fog effect. It looks really cool. So we're going to get started with that right now.
Oh, what do I see? Golden round and perfect Gouda calls to me. Wrapped up in flavor, a taste so divine.
What is going on?
Slice of paradise, this cheese is mine. Say Gouda, Gouda, it's the life of
Why? I can't even see the floor. There we go.
It's a dairy fate. Smoked or young, all the styles so bold. Melted in a skillet, let the story unfold. Pair it with the wine, let the flavors collide. Gouda is the secret to a meal we can't hide. Say Gouda, Gouda.
Well, welcome back, my fellow cheese enthusiasts. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, or whatever kind of time lapse I decided to make. I kind of decided halfway through that, oh my god, this is such a boring time lapse. So hopefully I made it interesting for you. Gouda, did you make it interesting? I hope you did. So this took 62 shulkers, and I couldn't have done it without Yoff, for sure. Big shout out to Yoff for providing me with probably about half this sand that I turned into glass, and Neebs for letting me use his super smelter continuously. It was an insane amount. I was over there just as much as like anywhere else. It was crazy. And then Tom helped me out for a little bit. Yoff did help me with digging out the area. And Amber, of course, helped me dig out the area too and added some little pixel arts here. She's probably going to be doing more of that in a little while. Of course, we can't forget about Dumb, Dumber, Dumberest, and Dumberist. They did a crazy, amazing job at sorting all of my materials into shulker boxes. Well, I had to do the manually shulker boxing part, but they put it all in the right places. So that's great. Good job. 62 shulkers of glass. I can't believe how long this took. And according to my calculations, that's about 107,000. 107,136 glass. That is insane. Alright, I got word that Amanda needs our help, and that's a job for Captain Cheddar. So if I... Oh my god. That was crazy. Alright, I got a one block like pillar. There. Yeah, but if I misjudge that, that would be game over, man. Ah! Oh, I'm dead. Oh no. Well, good thing Amanda can is rich, right? So. Alright guys, I think that's where I'm going to end it for today. We got a lot of work done, a lot of digging, a lot of taking out the water, a lot of glass placing. It was insane, and I've never done a project this big before. And I don't think we're going to be done with this area quite yet. There's a lot of things I still have in the works, but we'll just keep that in a secret until next episode. So, with that said, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And remember, it ain't easy being cheesy. Have a good one.